Hi, Cancer. This is Eileen with your October 2018 Psychic Tarot card reading. And we're starting the month of October with the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is talking about some Cancers in the month of October may feel like they're caught in between two people or some circumstances, something, and you don't know what to choose. You don't know what to do. You feel almost immobilized. There's confusion, and it's hard to make a decision. Now, let me add to this is a general reading, so some of these cards will resonate with some people while others will resonate with others. So if I'm doing a private reading, then I'm focusing in just on that person's circumstances. But with the Two of Swords, some of you may be in a dilemma. It could be in a relationship for some of you. That's what I'm getting, relationship matters. Some of you may have two people that you're in a relationship with at one time, and there's tension around this situation, and you're not sure what to do about it. So I'm tuning into someone. It might be a female who's got two males. That's what I think I'm tuning into here. It could be a male with two females, but I am feeling that it could be both, because I'm getting different scenarios for different people. But I do feel like I'm tuning in for a particular female Cancer who's got two males in her life in October, and there's a dilemma about what to do because there's some kind of, it's like it's hard to choose one over the other. You're really caught in between. You're just not sure what you're going to do. It's like both of these people, you have feelings for them, you feel a connection with them. It's like you don't want to choose one over the other. They're both important to you. And so you're just really at a crossroads and not knowing what to do. And I'm feeling for someone else, you might have a situation with two people that you're dealing with where one might be like your romantic partner. Another person that is in the picture that you can't decide what to do might be a family member or a close friend or someone else. And you're feeling like you got to choose between these two people. So again, I'm just getting different scenarios going on for different people. And it's causing a lot of stress. You don't want to choose one or the other. You want both in your life. That's what I'm feeling like for some of you that I'm tuning in for. And so, it's a complicated scenario, and this is not for everybody. I'm feeling this is for a few people. I don't know, maybe more than a few, because I'm getting different scenarios. And like I said, it is a general reading. But I'm getting more relationship issues swirling around this card here. For some of you, there may be a business situation. It might be even a place to live or a job situation that you don't know which one to choose. Yeah. Okay. The advice with this card is to step back, be as objective as you possibly can, and make the best decision that you feel is right for yourself and your life. Because if you have a blindfold on because you're too confused and you don't know what to do, it's kind of like you've got to step away, step back, and just look at it as objectively as you can. And even if it's a tough choice to make, make some kind of a plan for yourself and try to imagine both scenarios and which one would be the better one for you. So there are solutions. You can work through this. And like I said, this is not everybody. I feel like it's certain individuals, certain Cancers that are going to be dealing with this in October. And you might already be dealing with it right now, okay? And it's more like right there in front of you in October. Next card we have is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is a major arcana destiny card. And so the Hierophant typically refers to, maybe organized religions or even schools, hospitals, just government buildings, government offices. And with the Hierophant here, also it relates to spirituality. And I'm feeling for a number of Cancers that you might still be even participating in the religion that you grew up in, but you've been also developing your own philosophies inside of yourself on a more spiritual level. So it's kind of like for some of you, you still have some tolerance for your original organized religion that you grew up with, you know, whatever it was, whether it's Catholic or Christian or Jewish or whatever. So you're still having tolerance for it, and maybe still identifying a little bit in some ways, or maybe your family members are still involved in that religion or that sort of thing. But you've been getting more and more independent and more thinking for yourself about what's right, rather than letting a particular religion dictate to you how you should feel, act, what you should do or not do or whatever. Instead, kind of going by your own inner guidance system, which is good. It's good to think for yourself and also to develop your own spirituality, because I'm getting a lot of that a number of Cancers are really, and you know, Cancer being a water sign, the water signs are really intuitive. And so it's easier for a water sign to look within and listen to your intuition and listen to your own inner guidance system. And so for a lot of Cancers, your own inner guidance system is saying, be on your own path, be who you are. Live your life in the way that you know is the right way for you, regardless of whatever organized religion says. That's what I'm getting for a number of Cancers, that even though you're tolerant and okay with the religion, you might still be partly involved, or some of your family are, and you're fine with that. But you know you're going your own way at the same time. You're just doing it, you know, just privately. It's like it's your choice. It's your life. Okay, next card we have is the Six of Cups. And cups relating to the water signs, also of Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, and relating to emotions and love, feelings, all that sort of thing. And the Six of Cups is talking about the possibility of an old love returning to your life, or even what I'm getting are friends, an old friend you haven't seen in a long time. You might be get together again and really have some nice, enjoyable times. Some of you might just be getting together with some relatives that you haven't seen in a long time. It just feels, I get a lot of really positive, uplifting energy here. I am getting a sense for some of you that there's someone that you've just been having a nice friendship with. Now, maybe you two have not been around each other a lot. Maybe you're around each other here and there, because maybe you live in separate cities or something like that. Your families might even know each other. You know, maybe you lived in the same neighborhood or went to the same school or whatever, that type of thing. And you get back together again. And there's always been a nice friendship, maybe where you joke around with each other and tease each other a little bit. It's been a fond, affectionate friendship over the years. But I'm feeling this time around, when you're around each other, you're each kind of wondering about the other one in a more romantic sense this time. It's like something might start developing romantically between you, little by little. There's a lot of potential here for somebody. This might be one person I'm tuning in for, a few people. I just feel like there's some really nice potential here for romance and love, and maybe something long-term that really turns into something solid. And because a lot of it's got to do with the fact you've had a nice connection over the years anyway, in a friendship manner. And I believe in reincarnation. I feel like the two of you were very close in a previous lifetime. You may have just been real good friends, you know, and the friendship again was in this lifetime, and now you're going to be around each other again, and it starts becoming a little more than friendship. It's like both of you are being aware privately that you are kind of interested in the other one. I think you, the Cancer, are going to be more aware of it, and just pleased to be around this person, and you're going to be more tuned in, you know, like, this could be a good romantic partner for me. And the other person's going to kind of start wondering and thinking, you know, kind of wondering, but you're going to be a little ahead of the other person is what I'm thinking on this. Oh, now also, for some cancers, this Six of Cups can relate to some kind of work that you did in the past that was going really well for you and the money was good and you enjoyed yourself. And you'll have another opportunity coming up here to do that type of work again. It could be a company you worked for before that you go back to work for. It just could be a type of work you've done in the past, and now you're going to start doing that type of work again. I'm feeling for some of you even some creative things, like maybe you've had your own business where you made something or it was something creative you were doing and it was working out well for you for a while. Then maybe it kind of fell by the wayside and you went and did something else for a while or got a regular job or something. I'm not sure. And it's like this comes back up again. And I feel like it's a passion inside of you. It's something you have a natural ability for. So I'm feeling for some of you, you know, in a more like self-employment kind of mode here, that you might start doing this again, or maybe you've been doing it all along but at a lesser rate somehow, and you turn up the volume on it and things just start getting a lot better with it for you now. Something like that I'm getting for some of you cancers. So good news all the way around for whoever the Six of Cups is affected by in October, whether it's romance, friendship, or business. And then this kitty is here. He's always looking at me, he or she. That kitty's always looking at me like curious and reading my mind, wanting me to read that kitty's mind. I don't know. There's something with that kitty. Okay. Always watching me. Okay, next card we have is the Three of Cups. And here we go with cups again, all again relating to the water signs of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So this is one of your cards. And the Three of Cups is talking about celebrations for some of you cancers in the month of October. You might just be celebrating with your friends or relatives. You might just be happy. I feel for some of you, there's some kind of happiness around your work and some advancement that you're having at work. Some of you might just be getting a new job or a promotion, a raise, something that kind of steps things up for you in your career area. And you're feeling light and happy and just joyful about it. And so you're going to be celebrating that. So you might be celebrating your new position or opportunities with your friends. And let's see what else I'm getting here. Some of you, I feel like, might already be engaged or getting engaged in the month of October, or even getting married. Or some of you might be attending a wedding or some other festivities. I'm just getting different scenarios for different people. Overall, it's nice. This is fun, nice, happy, uplifting, joyful kind of energy I'm getting here from this card for a number of cancers. So if you have an opportunity to go to some celebration that you're invited to, or even get together with some friends or relatives and just celebrate life itself, just have a good time, you really should go for it, because it feels very uplifting, very nice. But I am getting some romantic things for some of you going on. Yeah, with relationships that are working out really well, and you're just kind of happy and enjoying that and celebrating that you're feeling good about your life, both in your career and your relationships. But for some of you, I'm getting real and nice career improvements or something in your money situation. Maybe you're moving into a place you really like a lot and just feeling good about your life. I'm getting a lot of that kind of energy too. So overall, a lot of good scenarios going on in October for a number of cancers. Next card we have is the Star card. And this is another major arcana destiny card. And the Star card is great for healing, whether you've had difficulties with finances or in relationship matters. Even if some of you have had various aches and pains or whatever, the Star card is offering healing from your troubles. So if you've been having some aches and pains, you might be feeling a little better in October. For those of you who've had financial difficulties, the Star card is advising you to let go of the past and just move forward and look forward to your future, that you have better times ahead. Same thing with bad relationships that you may have experienced. The card of the Star is just saying, no, it's behind you. Let it be. Let it go to the past, because you have a better life waiting for you. And the light of the Star is going to guide you to success and happiness and healing and renewal for your life. I'm feeling engaged. Somebody's engaged. I'm feeling somebody's engaged and feeling really happy in October. Or someone may be you're living with your romantic partner, and the two of you are just happy together, and you just really love each other, and you're happy, and it's kind of like it's long term. It's like the two of you are going to be getting engaged and married and whatever, but somebody, I feel, is engaged. You might even be having some kind of engagement party or something. I don't know. I'm getting engagement for somebody. It might be a few of you. And just feeling good about your life. Like, good life is good. Like, you're doing well. Things are good with your work, your career, with your personal life, and you're just feeling you're enjoying yourself and enjoying your life. So I'm getting a lot of good energy all around on this card, different scenarios for different people. And then the next card we have is the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is talking about possible arguments, or maybe really getting your heart broken or getting your feelings hurt really bad. Let me see what I'm getting here. I feel like for some of you, there was some kind of situation. Someone, this might be one or a few of you, this was two friends that you thought were nice friends of yours, and you find out they really weren't being sincere with you. That they just kind of like you felt like they should have stood up for you at a time that maybe somebody was saying something behind your back and you thought they should have defended you, and they didn't. They just kept quiet. It's like they were weak. They were being weak, and they were supposed to be your friends, and you got really aggravated at that. It's like you don't have any tolerance for that, and you know they aren't really valuable friends to you now. That's what I'm feeling like for somebody. That's at least one person. It might be a few people that had a similar scenario. And those two people are still around you, but they're in a much weaker position with you now. It's kind of like you see their colors. You see what's going on with them. You see you can't depend on them. They're not sincere. They're weak-willed. They can't even speak up for you. If they were your friends, they should have spoken up on your behalf when somebody was maybe lying about you or putting you down in some way, and they didn't. They were just mush, They didn't do anything on your behalf. And you know about it now, and you're just not pleased with them. So it's kind of like you don't even really count them as friends. You might still be in contact with them, but when you look at them, it's just not the same anymore. That might be specific for one person. I'm not sure. It sounds kind of specific. It might be a few Cancers have some scenario like that. Let's see what else I'm getting here. I'm just feeling for some of you, there's been some kind of real bad hurt feelings in relationships. For some of you, it was a romantic relationship that didn't pan out. For others, it was something maybe co-workers or relatives even said about you or did against you in one way or another that was just some kind of betrayal. And it was hurtful at the time, but it's kind of like you got over it. That's what I'm feeling like, or you will get over it if you didn't. I feel like, to me, I'm feeling you're in a strong position, and it's kind of like you get over it and you move on. Then you know where you stand with those people, so you know not to trust them so much going forward. It's like you look at these people different after all that. and you know you can't depend on them. Okay, next card we have another major arcana card, the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is talking about things if you've been having some tough times in your life, whether it's financial or in relationships, that it's time for the wheel to start turning in your favor. And what I am getting is for a number of cancers, I feel like you have been in some kind of a rut, and it's difficult to imagine the wheel turning. You've been feeling like things have been stuck for you for a while, that you see little bits of progress, but there's other heaviness in your life. That's what I'm tuning in for a number of people. I'm not sure if that's a few or several or whatever. I'm just getting that kind of energy really heavy with this card, that a number of you have felt stagnant in some way or stuck. Or like maybe you haven't, whether it's in your job, maybe like somebody's held you back and kept you pushed back and hasn't brought you forward like you feel you should be brought forward in some way, whether it's a promotion or more recognition or more money to get paid or something, and that's not working well with you. Or for others, it might be some kind of relationship situation that's been unhappy or just not what it should be. I'm feeling also place of residence for some people. There's been some place you've been living and you kind of feel like you want to move, but at the same time, you don't know if you should. It's like the money to move and the whole thing, you know, it's kind of like it's complicated. That's what I'm getting, that a number of cancers just feel like your circumstances are complicated. It's not as easy as you would like it to be to make a decision to move past the situation you've been in. But the Wheel of Fortune energy is here for you. The star energy is here for you. You have a lot of good things going on. The Six of Cups, there's a lot of good things here. So I feel like for the most part, what you really need to do is practice the law of attraction and start feeling free and successful and prosperous and get into that mode. Don't feel stuck. Because if you feel stuck, then you remain. It's hard to get out of it. It's like you believe. It's like what you believe, you make a reality. So don't believe it anymore. Instead, start believing you have the freedom. You have the flexibility. You have the prosperity you need. You have everything you need inside of yourself to make those difficult changes. I think one of the most important things you need to do first is step back, look at your circumstances objectively, and just be more decisive. Figure out what you want for yourself that's going to bring you to a happier way of life, whether this is work related, relationship, where you live, no matter what it is. Think about what you want that's going to make your life a better life, a happier life, and then figure out steps to take and start taking small steps at a time to work your way out of the rut you've been in, because you absolutely can do it, and you've got the energy there from the universe that's on your side that wants to help you to get the wheel turning so it's not stuck. So don't keep giving yourself bad messages. Give yourself positive messages to get the wheel going. Okay. Next card we have is the Three of Wands. And the wands relate to the fire signs of Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. And they also relate to work and activities and action, movement, progress. And the Three of Wands is saying you've been making progress. And now you're looking out over the horizon, figuring out what you want to do from here. I think it's a good card to follow the Wheel of Fortune too, because for those of you who have felt kind of stuck and all that in a rut, and then to have the Three of Wands right after that card, and what I'm getting from this Three of Wands card is that a number of you are looking outward and just kind of contemplating. It's not like you're making a quick jump and doing something right away. Instead, you're kind of weighing your options. You're thinking, you're contemplating things. You're being introspective, which is good. You need to do that so you can be thinking about and figuring out what you want for your life, because that's really what matters, not what somebody else says you should want, what you want. And so a number of you have opportunities on the horizon. That's the energy I'm getting from this card. You do have choices. You're not stuck. You are free. And you will be able to go and be prosperous and successful if you just make your plan, have very clear thinking, be very proactive, and just don't expect everything to happen overnight. Just take one step at a time, but make a plan where you're going, what you want. And that's what I see a lot of you doing here with this Three of Wands. That's the energy I'm getting from this card. So this is really good, and I think it's a great card to follow this Wheel of Fortune, since I was getting that other energy about the Wheel of Fortune with a lot of people feeling stuck. Next card we have is the High Priestess card. And this is another major arcana destiny card. And the High Priestess is talking about spirituality and secrets, and maybe there's some secrets and some things under the surface that you don't know about. Also, it's about intuition, using your intuition to delve into things a little more deeply, to figure out what's going on in different areas of your life where you're not being given all of the information that you should have. And so you might have situations, I'm feeling different scenarios for different people here. I feel like for some of you, this might be a relationship situation where someone that you're in a romantic relationship with may not be keeping you totally up to date on everything that they're up to. And so I feel like they might, they're not telling you the whole story. Let me see what I'm getting here. Now, Cancers, again, since you're a water sign, you have a lot the gift of intuition. And the High Priestess card is telling us that you're going to have even stronger intuition in the month of October. So you need to use this to your advantage. Listen to your feelings. I'm getting some romantic situations with some of you where you're involved with someone who's not, it's like they're only telling you what they want to tell you, and they're not giving you the whole story about what they've been up to. And I feel it could be somebody either travels a lot in their work, maybe they live a little distance from you, or they're just telling you they're so busy with work they don't get to, that they can't spend much time with you. Or it's like you see them, they're spending time, but then they're disappearing. I'm feeling like for someone, this might be one person, that the person might travel out of town a lot in their work or something. I am feeling for someone that the person you're involved with, they're really caught up in their career right now, and you're more wanting it to be, you know, more in love and talking and thinking about the future. And this person you're involved with, I feel like you, the Cancer, is a female, and you're involved with a male, and he is really into his career. That's what I'm feeling like. He's not into long, you know, talking about marriage and all that sort of thing. It's like he wants to do all that up the road sometime, but he's really thinking about his career. He's not as strong into wanting as much commitment right this minute. Now, he could more so as time goes by. But right now, he's really just into the moment. I think I'm getting scenarios for a few different people. That's what I feel like here. Some of you, there might be some other situation that you're dealing with where you're not getting all the details. It could be even business related. It could be something in your workplace where you're not being filled in and people are kind of not, you know, and you realize that you kind of feel a little bit like on the one hand, it seems like they tell you things, but then on the other hand, you're feeling like they're kind of leaving out something, that they're not quite filling you in, almost like you're being on the outside, even though they're not being cold. They're kind of acting friendly to you and giving you some information, but you know they're not filling you in completely, and you want to know what's going on. So you're feeling a little bit left out. So again, really listen to your intuition here. I'm getting different scenarios for different people. So some of it's personal relationships. Others, it's more of a work situation, a business thing. And then two, for anyone who's entering into any kind of agreements where you got to sign your name on things or whatever, really study and do all your research and listen to your feelings too, before agreeing to anything or signing something. Really get all your details, because there may be some things for some of you that once you get all the details, it might really benefit you too. The last card we have is the Nine of Swords card. And the Nine of Swords is talking about some cancers might be really losing sleep, worrying about things, like you're stressing and worrying about things, and you're worrying way more than you should, is the feeling I'm getting. I'm getting some of you, this might be about a relationship. It's some kind of romantic relationship. Someone may have just broken up with somebody and they're really hurt from the whole situation and they're just upset about it. That's what I'm feeling. That might be one person where there was a breakup in a relationship and you're really upset about it. And then for others of you, you might just be having restless nights and having a hard time sleeping or resting or just having any peace of mind, because there's other things, maybe financial situations going on that have you really stressed out, maybe something at work going on where you feel like people are not being fair to you or singling you out. I'm getting somebody had some people acting hateful towards them. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, you feel like some people just have it in for you. This might be work related, or it could be for some of you, maybe even where you live with some neighbors or something like that. This might be specific for one person, this particular situation I'm getting where you're feeling like a few people. It might be like two or three, four people. I'm not sure. It's not too many. It's a few people, though, but it's very upsetting. And you feel like they're just aiming their anger at you. Like they want to blame you for something. And you really didn't do anything all that bad. You didn't. Maybe you didn't do anything at all. It's like they're just hostile towards you. Now, if you notice, none of these swords are touching the person. So the advice for this card is don't let these things upset you. Again, you've got to be objective. Look at the whole situation. Take back your power. Feel strong. Feel secure. Feel confident. And just disassociate. For whoever this is, that somebody's wanting to make you their target, just have nothing to do with them if it's at all possible. This might be a few people. It might be different scenarios where people are just wanting to come after you and make you the enemy or make you their scapegoat somehow. So the best thing, disconnect from those the best you can if possible. But feel confident, feel strong, feel secure. You got to take back your power here. And you'll be fine. That's the message here. Okay, now this deck I've been using, this is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. And what I want to do now, I want to pull one card from the Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. So I'll go ahead and shuffle these. And if you like my videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel so you'll get notifications when new videos are uploaded. If you're a subscriber already, I thank you for your subscriptions. Check for your rising and moon signs as they come available too. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. If anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, so what's the message for Cancer for October 2018? What's the message for Cancer for October 2018? Cancer. What's the message for Cancer for October 2018? Okay, I'll give these one more shuffle and then I'll fan them out. And we'll see which one wants to come out of the deck. Let's see. Okay, let me fan these out. All right, let's see this. What's this one? Oh, what a cute card. Oh, this is adorable, a little polar bear. Okay, this says Prince of Winter. Intellectual, determined, focused, impulsive. Look at this cute little... Isn't that a polar bear? A baby polar bear? It looks like it. Adorable. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act quickly and decisively. Sudden or unexpected changes. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. See, this ties in with this reading for some of these cards that you were having. And what was the rest? The need to act quickly and decisively, sudden or unexpected changes. That does tie in with some of these other cards. Okay. Such a cute image on that card, too. Okay, next I'm going to pick one card from Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield with artwork by Josephine Wall. Okay, what's the message for Cancer for October 2018? Cancer, what's the message for Cancer for October 2018? Cancer, what's the message for Cancer for October 2018? Cancer, what's the message for Cancer for October 2018? Okay, one more shuffle and I'll fan these out. What's the message for Cancer for October 2018? I don't think this one wanted to come out. Okay. This one says assurance. That's number 14. See, it's an old tree with people in it. So much detail in these cards. I love them. Okay, I'm going to look this one up. Number 14, assurance. Okay, let's see. Okay, Nature's Whispers, number 14. 14. Okay, 12. Okay, 14. If I can turn that page and get in there. Okay, here we go. Assurance. Remain steady and be assured you are doing exactly what you are supposed to do. You might be seeing small signs that things, situations, and desires are just beginning to fall into place. Your focus and skills are intact. You will feel motivated in work areas and therefore make good inroads on your usual work. New ways of dealing with things will occur to you. Fresh perspectives will appear. And as a result, your life will move towards harmony and balance. Trust yourself. You have everything you need. That's a great message, and I think also that ties in with the reading overall with other cards. Okay, now last but not least, I'm going to pick one card from Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, what's the message for Cancer for October 2018? Cancer, what's the message for Cancer for October 2018? Cancer, what's the message for Cancer for October 2018? Cancer, what's the message for Cancer, October 2018? Okay, I'm going to fan these out. Okay. And, okay, this one is Angel Crystal. Have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. I love this message. Angel Crystal. Have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. Love that message. I love it. And again, I feel like this ties in with some of the other cards and messages that we have here in this reading. So that's a great way to end the reading. Okay, Cancer, I hope you're happy with your reading for October. Be sure and check for your rising and moon signs as they come available. A number of the other ones are there now, so for a lot of people, your rising and moon signs might be there right now. Otherwise, keep checking back because I'll be posting more videos in the days ahead. And be sure and subscribe to my channel so you'll get notifications when I post new videos. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. If anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. So have a great October, Cancer, and thank you for watching my video.